Boys, lift the cloche on your first Japanese kitchen gadget.
I love these so much.
Konnichiwa.
Itadakimasu.
Ooh.
That is the back end of a sausage dog.
Wrong answers only. I like it.
Look!
Oh yeah. Very skinny one.
Today we are deep diving into the world of Japanese kitchen gadgets. Some are traditional, some are definitely not. We're going to get the thoughts of a professional chef and a normal home cook as they test and review them.
What are you moulding into that shape?
Are you forcing something? Is it to skewer? These feel like skewers. Put something in here and put a skewer through, or
the metal goes that way? No.
No, it's in the skewers or something start here.
Oh, right, okay.
And then you feel... No, that wouldn't work.
Is there another piece, the puzzle?
Just an ingredient and a skewer.
Okay, so a skewer goes there. Could you be putting like a piece of chicken here and the skewer goes down through both bits?
Yes, but not chicken. Eel. So an eel goes in there, or something slippery, and then your skewer goes right the way through the middle and therefore pierces it once, twice, 3, 4 times.
Do you need
and then you
a
put it out
gadget for
sideways
that?
or forwards. We'll find out.
You're pretty spot on. This is an uneri gushi mold. Have you heard of the shioyaki fish? These are Japanese fish that are skewered to look like they are swimming in that shape. And we know that in Japanese culture, the food presentation is an important way to honour the ingredients and show gratitude, whilst showing the ingredient in its natural form. So these are skewered fish, traditionally ale fish, which are salted and then grilled, but they're skewered to make them look like they are still swimming.
Interesting.
That's kind of cool. It's the same logic that I have that annoys me when people cut strawberries and olives wrong. You know when someone takes a strawberry and cuts circles
British,
out of it?
Like the strawberry.
Like why?
Yeah, okay.
Strawberries aren't circle shaped, so cut them in so they end up being strawberry shaped. Always cut them that way, never that way.
How do you eat cucumbers if you cut it?
Like this. Really thin.
It's a good point. It's a good point. But like the beauty of a strawberry should be cut so you remain strawberry shaped. So I like that this is fishy shaped.
Wow. So traditionally, these would be ao fish, which are a Japanese delicacy. They're a sweet fish, so have been said to have hints of melon that you can taste.
Okay.
We can't get hold of those, but we have sardines.
Brilliant.
Should do the same job, same size.
I think in my head, I always think of when you do that wiggly shape on a skewer, I do think of like chicken breast where you're folding it over.
Yeah, long
other.
strips. You're absolutely right.
But I guess with this is very challenging to do without a mould, I'd assume, to hold it in the right position with your fingers. This means they're all going to be uniform.
Yeah. Which way are you going in?
So you slide it into the mould and then you skewer it through.
Tail at the bottom?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a perfect sardine size.
It's nicer that way because there you can see, and important, they have been gutted.
Yeah, gutted, but the rib cage is still there.
Sure, they're tiny little bones you can chomp on.
It means you can apply some pressure. How's your aim?
I got it straight in, Baz.
Pretty, whoa!
I did it.
Okay, that is good.
And I would say go through the mouth because the fact that this is supposed to look like it's still alive swimming.
Don't poke it through the eye.
Don't skewer it through the eyeball.
Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm in. Yes. Okay.
Better through the mouth.
Oh, you know what? Through the mouth, it looks a lot sharper there. That's great. In our culture, we're sometimes freaked out a little bit when
it looks like an animal still?
Yeah.
No, I disagree. Whitebait is classic for Britain, and that is the whole fish.
True. But I've got members of my family who freak out as soon as they see a whole fish still.
Yeah.
But I think this is fantastic. You should remind people of their glory days, of what you're eating, celebrating their life.
Wonderful job. I think that's great because you're going to cook those later on.
Lovely.
It's very efficient.
You've seen whether it's effective or not. What are your final thoughts on the uneri gushi mould?
Yeah, I think I've always avoided doing fish on a barbecue because it's quite a tricky thing to flip unless you have one of those cages to put the fish in.
Always double stick it.
Double stick it,
because if you put it on a stick, it just things spin
around.
They spin on a stick. Whereas 2 sticks, then you can flip them. But this
means you can just slowly rotate.
One thing I would say that sometimes winds me up with a lot of gadgets is yes, it might help do the job, but the minimal time it saves you from trying to do it by hand, you then spend cleaning it. But this is equally easy. That whole thing is being in hot soapy water, one scrub through. It's like it's also functional and practical to clean and to store, not just to use.
Yeah.
How much do you think we paid for it?
I reckon that is probably, in whatever the yen equivalent is, 20 quid.
Yeah, I'd say like 15 quid.
£42 we paid for this, which is 8,336 yen.
But I guess you're going, okay.
Specialist equipment.
Specialist, maybe in a restaurant where you're doing hundreds of these.
Because they're used for festivals
Right.
Celebration
and
occasions.
celebrations,
Yeah.
you're going to, it's probably going to be home cooks, but cooking on behalf of loads and loads of people,
community cooks.
which is where I imagine it's probably most used.
It's doing a very specific job that would help a lot of people.
That does exactly what it doesn't say on the tin.
Fantastic. Would you like to move on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good start,
We'll
everyone.
take that home.
Okay, lads, lift the cloth on the next gadget.
Careful.
Wrong answers only.
What?
It's a hamster cage.
I tell you what, it looks beautifully made. I love the cork finish.
I was going to
Not
say,
a wrong answer, Barry. Give me some
you
wrong
wanna move on,
answers.
yeah? It's a kiln. It's a mini kiln. I love already how weighty it is. It's so well cut, it doesn't look metal. The form of it is just so satisfying.
Okay, Abbas, what have we got here?
I think we've got a Japanese grill. I'm talking izakaya style hot skewered bits.
But the bits inside of it, these, well, I thought they were cork first of all, but they're definitely not cork. It reminds me of a kiln. Like they can get unbelievably hot.
This is a hibachi grill, and I am so excited for us to finally get our hands on one of these. The reason that this is so popular and fantastic is that it reaches heat of up to 1200 degrees C, which is about 2200 degrees Fahrenheit.
Mini furnace.
Yeah.
Funny you should say that, because originally in the 8th century, these were actually used to heat Japanese homes. That was their original purpose.
Wow.
And then people started realizing, hang on, we can cook on this. So this is very synonymous with Japanese style grilling in izakaya bars and in restaurants. And understandably, they've now made their way over to the UK into professional kitchens as well.
And what's great is just how small, compact, mobile they can be, and in a professional kitchen you can just plonk it on the bench underneath the extraction and away you go. But I remember seeing them all over Japan actually, in small bars, and that was the only cooking form they had. And then you had a menu, and I told this story before, of all the different cuts of beef you could have on a skewer, including the stomach 4 different ways.
Oh yeah, I do remember that, yeah. So these are fueled using a specific binchatan charcoal, which is made from Japanese white oak, which is smokeless. Now, having said that, it's very, very hot. We're gonna take this outside into the veranda to get it heating up, and then we're going to cook on it.
One thing I have to point out is usually when we buy like barbecue things in the UK made out of metal, they're a bit rickety. I can't find the seam on this. You have to get underneath it to start seeing some. No, even that.
Well, yeah, barely.
Couple of welding spots. The best made barbecue I think I've ever seen.
Well, shall we see if it's the best made barbecue you've ever used?
Let's burn some stuff.
Okay, load it up with your binchatan. We're off. And now we let that do its thing for half an hour, and it should be raging hot. We can get an idea of how, because we're going to test it with a thermometer.
What is incredible is the top of it is one of the hottest barbecues I've ever put my hand over. But around it, somehow, even the metal is touchable, and the fact
mad,
you can
isn't
pick it
it?
up shows how well insulated that magic stone is.
The coals are running, this only goes up to 510, and it's above that.
Yeah, well above that.
Okay,
Well above that.
so it's working so far. Let's get grilling.
So do you want to do a couple of fish? I'll do maybe 1 beef and a pork. We've got cabbage, which we could oil, which is cook dry and then
Just cook
toss
dry.
afterwards. And then 2 of those, because we've only got that gap left.
I used to have one of those barbecue tables at home. But the barbecue,
yeah.
but the whole table was searing hot. You couldn't get near the middle. Whereas this, it's retaining the heat. And actually,
It's localising the heat to there, isn't it?
yeah, and the fact you have 2 or 3 people sat around just cooking bits and pieces off as they go, I think it's really smart.
And yeah, interestingly, during the heating process as well, the only thing that was coming off it was actually the burn of the firelighters.
Yeah.
And now this is simply just steam and bits of the oil from the fish catching.
Quite deliberately with the skewers, you'll see, I mean, pork belly has a layer of fat, so when you alternate it, you kind of get more meaty, fatty, layered, and the beef the same. You either use the cap, or you can even add in a layer of fat between each bit of beef.
This is why that mould is so clever, the fact I can rotate those fish without them slipping off.
And the corn, look at that. Nice chart.
That was quick.
There are definitely hot spots, but I'm guessing it needs more time.
Well, I think hot spots is good in a barbecue because then you can move stuff from the cool spot to the hot spot and you've got control. Because I would say, let's swap the fish over. Because that's definitely a hotter side.
It's looking great. Ebbers, how is it to use from a chef's perspective?
Speedy.
Yeah.
Think about what you're going to cook, make sure everything on the skewer is going to cook in even time. I mean, look at the colour and sear on that meat.
I can see myself genuinely
stealing
this. Definitely stealing this for a special occasion.
How much do you think we paid for it?
I'm going to say £500.
Oh, I was going to say $450. And that's just for the box. You know, you have to buy the coal, which is also not expensive, not cheap, separately. The skewers need to be, like everything else needs to go and be bought in addition to. But $450.
Yeah.
Would you pay £300? Or more specifically, £299.98?
Yeah.
Yes.
You would.
I find it really hard to commit to these sort of gadgets usually, but this one, I think that's reasonable.
The fact that it gets so hot.
And not hot at all.
Yeah.
In exactly the same breath.
Gives you so much more freedom and flexibility and speed.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, it does 100% dictate what you can cook on it because it is such a different style of barbecue to American barbecue, which is low and slow. This is about small things on skewers that go that colour speedy.
And weirdly, for the UK, it's perfect.
Yeah, quick, it's not raining, get out.
We are used to having those awful disposable barbecues, which are a similar sort of size and rubbish.
Yeah, and it also has put to good use our fishy friend.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, we're not stopping there. I have more.
More?
More.
Good, good.
Can't get better.
Back inside?
Back inside. Okay, lift the cloche on the next gadget.
Oh.
Right, this is what I'm here for.
Describe what you see.
Well, I say straight away, I'm a massive admirer of all Japanese gadgets. I am one of those people who has a Japanese toilet at home.
He actually does.
Actually do.
I don't know where he got the money from it.
He loves a blow dry.
I do. I do.
I remember we got back from Japan and you could, on the flight home, you were looking at Japanese toilets.
I was doing my bathroom up and I committed on that flight.
I remember it well.
I have never looked back. And I feel like this is sort of like, it has a Japanese toilet vibes in design to it.
We mean sleek, smooth.
Yeah.
Obviously it's a spoon. It's got something on the top here which is either going to heat or maybe send an electric pulse through, which we have learnt before does interesting things to taste.
You've nailed it, Ebbers.
And you've got the elements at the bottom as well when you hold it, maybe. If it is that, last time we did it, the spoon was very small and wasn't very powerful. This looks more potent.
So we have tested something similar in the past, which claimed to elevate the taste of food.
Yeah.
This is the Kirin Salt Spoon. So the brand Kirin, in collaboration with the Home Miyashita Laboratory of Meiji University, has developed a device that amplifies saltiness and umami taste through the power of electricity. This is in response to studies that have shown that Japanese people tend to consume more sodium than recommended by organisations like the World Health Organization, allowing people to have less sodium in their food but still get the sensation of salt and umami.
And I think it's always fascinating. It's what in some applications, things like the Miracle Berry does for societies like the UK and the US where we have too much sugar in our diets. It can trick your brain into thinking that salt or sugar is there, in this case sodium.
Is this going to fool us? I'm intrigued.
We'll find out. Would you like to know exactly how it works?
Sure.
So they say that the taste components in food, such as salt and umami, have electrical properties called ions. The technology in this spoon emits a weak electrical pulse, which causes a unique waveform that draws those ions to the tongue.
In theory.
Well, they're a university, I'd imagine they know something, so there's some theory behind it.
Yeah,
that's how they claim it works.
In theory, it works.
I'm fascinated to be presented with the dish that Kush has cooked that he's not been allowed to season.
Oh.
see what's happened here, Baz.
Yep.
We're going to have to fork separately, but spoon together.
Yep. Standard Friday night.
That is very true. You have our delicious sticky miso and chicken rice dish from our Sidekick app. Now, this is seasoned with things like soy, and it has some miso in there, but we'll be able to use that as a control to see whether before and after using the spoon, you can taste more salt and more umami.
Lovely, tasty, perfectly reasonable. Now, what is the difference between yellow light, flashing yellow light, blue light, and flashing blue light?
So there are 4 intensity levels on the spoon.
Ooh.
Turn the power on with the switch with the handle, and you can select the intensity each time you press the button.
We're done intense.
Should we just go straight into the...
Of course.
If this makes my tongue fizz. Flashy blue. Now, you've got to make contact with that metal thing. You've got to kind of lip it.
Not a chance. No way. Going back? You're not sure, are you?
I didn't really notice any difference. Let me wash the spoon, Baz. You give it a go.
Okay. The theory, I can kind of understand, but the practice of getting a fork out of a drawer and just enjoying your meal, and maybe putting a little bit less salt on the plate, is a lot more practical than having to use a plastic spoon for everything.
Maybe the eating off a clunky, clumsy plastic spoon actually detracts from the eating experience, I would say, rather than adds to it.
Just for context, Ed off camera is teaching me how to eat.
Excellent.
So I can't eat normally, I have to eat the way Ed tells me to eat, otherwise...
Firm grip, long handle, in your gob, and when
Why is it so long? Why is my hand so far away from my
And I'll
face?
tell you when the blue light's gone.
So when the blue light turns white...
Oh, yeah, it's gone white. It goes white the second you put it in your mouth, before he even clamped his lips around it.
I guess that's when the electrical current is emitted.
Yeah, nothing at all.
Is the flavour enhanced in any way? Like
No.
salt acting as a flavour enhancer? Interesting. In purchasing this, we were hoping for a real staggering aha moment, but expecting something similar to the response that you're giving.
Still rolling then.
This is why we love these videos.
You have to go a bit cross-eyed to see the blue light. I'm desperately trying to work out if it is, and I think my answer is it isn't.
Would you like to know how much
You wasted on it.
we paid for this?
Oh, you paid for it.
I reckon £15.
I don't know, maybe 40 quid.
29,963 yen, £150.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, Mike, what are you doing?
I'm consumer testing on behalf of our wonderful community. Do you have a problem with that?
I have a problem that 2 clowns sat here maybe doesn't give it the fairest of tests.
Okay, good.
I'm sure
However,
it's doing something.
Well, it's giving me the light.
It's giving us joy.
It's not even enough to make your lips tingle.
I don't like thinking this hard whilst eating.
I think that is a fair review.
And yet this is delicious. Doesn't need the spoon.
Well, just in case you were worrying if we could top all of that, lift the cloche on our last Japanese gadget today.
What we got? It's a big white box that looks like it could be a spaceship. So inside is a upturned pudding bowl thing with a, oops, careful.
Oh.
With something that spins and scrapes to make sure it doesn't stick. Is it a rice washer? We know you have to wash rice, and I worry that this doesn't heat, it just spins.
But when you wash,
Is that a washing machine for rice?
but you just need a tap to wash rice.
Not if you've got one of these.
Ebbers, let me give you something that we'll need, which is rice that's been washed and soaked for 24 hours.
Because this isn't going to get hot, right? So it's not going to cook it. It's not a rice cooker, but this is already washed, so it's not washing it.
No. This is an electric mochi maker.
It is going to cook it.
So this
Mochi?
will steam and pound rice so that it can be used in mochi balls. So
That's why he's so excited.
mochi balls
Whoa.
are essentially stringy, glutinous rice flour that's then wrapped around a series of fillings. So red bean paste. We have a lot of mochi ice cream over here.
delicious.
It's really delicious. It's got a fantastic sort of bouncy, chewy texture. It's absolutely fantastic. I've attempted it once before and I got burnt.
Ow!
Too hot.
So when we found this, we thought we had to give it a go. So you're going to fill that with water. You're going to put the rice in. It's going to steam the rice, which is the middle button. Then it's going to pound that rice into a dough, almost.
Because usually when we've made it before, we make it from the flour.
We've made it from the rice, the glutinous rice flour. When you see it in Japan, they're beating it with hammers, and often you have 2 or 3 people beating in perfect sync into one thing, and some guy kind of moving it around with their hands to make sure the hands aren't being beaten with a hammer. It's mesmerising and exhausting work. I like the idea that you just push a button.
You have a specific type of rice there. It's sweetened, it's for mochi.
Okay.
It's been soaked for 24 hours. Lift out the middle compartment and fill it with 2 cups of water. Then fill it with rice and press the steam button. I really hope this works, because this is an arduous technique to master as a normal from the UK.
And there is a lot of ways you can cheat it with glutinous rice flour and the like, but to make it from scratch, this is going to be a first for us.
Bowl goes in.
Yeah.
Then your paddle over the top.
Yeah.
And then you have 5 cups there.
That's already soaked.
Pre-soaked,
Oh, mind your linen trousers.
sweetened mochi rice.
Which smells incredible.
How does it smell?
It's going to sound silly. It smells like rice, but by that I mean rice pudding.
Yeah, sweet rice.
Smells like, even though it's not sweetened yet, it smells like rice pudding.
What else
Well,
is
the
this?
rice itself actually is a sweet rice, so it should be sweeter than...
What else is rice used for other than mochi?
I don't know, this specific rice is billed as mochi rice. So then your middle button, if you don't read Japanese, that says steam. Go for it.
Is it lit up?
Tiger has awoken and we are steaming.
Okay, let's leave that to do its thing. It's going to buzz to let us know when it's time to stop steaming and to start pounding.
Like the sound of that.
So there's the buzz.
It's definitely buzzing.
Yes, I think
You're not going to miss that, are you? So that now should be steamed.
Yeah.
Sure. Individual, almost translucent grains of rice, because you can literally see right the way through it.
Very sticky.
It's cooked all the way through. Should we start
press the yellow button to stop the buzz if you want. Yeah, there we go. That's better, isn't it?
Okay.
I mean, you can literally see all the way through that grain of rice.
Yeah.
It's perfectly translucent.
Press the far button and we're going to begin pounding it.
I'm going to put that on to start in case it pounds it in your face. Let's go to Pound Town.
No, vetoed.
I don't know, is that particularly bad?
It's
Oh,
made,
no,
it's made it
first-
in, Ebbers, so the community, you let us know in the comments.
Push the button. Now we can have a look and see what it's actually doing.
Oh my goodness.
So it's kind
okay.
of pulsating more than pounding.
Okay, it's pounding from the bottom and then working its way up.
Pounding the bottom, and eventually, I guess it'll begin to churn. It's kind of throbbing.
It is. Stop. What is it with these words?
How else would you describe that?
Beating.
It's pulsating and throbbing.
And that will start to collect, then roll into a ball as it's being beaten, and we should end up with an elasticy, smooth ball of mochi dough.
So it's had its full cycle, and it's sticky.
There's a bit of texture to it though still. No, it's not as smooth as just when you... It's not as smooth as when you just use flour.
No.
But it's quite hot. It's really hot.
You should, once you roll it and mould it, it should go smooth.
Which it does, and then you can roll it out between either some glutinous rice flour, maybe, or even some cling film just to get the shaping of it if you needed it, and then you could wrap it around things. It's not as sweet as I associate mochi because we haven't added any sugar to it. So although it is a sweet rice, it is still not hugely sweet.
You would then roll that out using a rolling pin.
Yep.
And then mould it around, like I said, red bean paste or savoury fillings, or you could go sweet and put it round
I guess we're
balls
not...
of ice cream.
I think if you now put a dollop of red bean paste into that, completed it, and then rolled it, you'd have a mochi ball for sure.
Rice is such a magical ingredient, along with eggs and coconuts. So
Hugely
many
versatile.
things you could do with that. That's genius.
So, the Tiger Electric Mochi Maker. How much do you think we paid for this?
I think this is a £300.
Oh, I'd say 150.
£190 is how much we paid for this.
Nice.
I mean, mochi as itself is a great stress ingredient, isn't it? It's
It
just
is.
it's fun
It
to
is.
play with and to shape and to personalise because there's all sorts of things you can make with this.
On this side of the world, I can only really see this sort of thing being useful for industrial purposes. We make a lot of them because in our home we don't make them at all. So it's a hard one to work out if I would spend that money, and I think the answer is no. But
Surely it's up there with a stand mixer.
I guess so, yeah.
Like if you
use
have
it.
one in the home because you bake a lot and you make meringues in France, where meringue starts from, why not make, have the similar equipment in your home if mochi is your thing you make every weekend as a passion project?
Well, you've heard our normal and our chef's opinion. What did you think of those gadgets? List your favourite ones in the comments down below. And if you've seen any other Japanese or gadgets from other countries and cultures, let us know so that we can review them next time around.